The Wooting 60HE. I've been using the Wooting 60HE for more than 3 months now. I've been using it for gaming, for editing, for typing, a lot of different stuff. And here's my experience so far. So let's start with the gameplay. So the main game I play is mostly Valorant. You can see that on my channel. If you want to see some Valorant montage, go ahead and check them out later after this video. But yeah, I've been using it a lot for Valorant, and it has definitely given me some advantages. Now, before I use the Wooting 60HE, I used the Huntsman Mini from Razer. This keyboard has served me well, and it's not a slow keyboard. It's very responsive as well. But comparing it to the Wooting 60HE, or to be specific, the magnetic switches, the rapid trigger, a lot of different stuff that the switches of the Razer Huntsman Mini couldn't do, there is definitely some advantages. It's been an amazing feature for gaming, especially if you need to instantly use a skill in a game, instantly move this way, that way. It's very, very advantageous. Another thing is, for a game like Valorant and a lot of different games, there's times that you need to stop immediately your movement. Because in Valorant, if you're moving, then your bullets will just go everywhere. Unlike Apex or Call of Duty, even if you move, your accuracy will still be pretty good. But in Valorant, if you start moving, all of your bullets will just go in a random direction. So yeah, whenever I'm moving with WASD and I start lifting off my key because I see an enemy or something like that, I want to start shooting, then with the Wooting 60HE, it definitely helps do that like more responsively, because as soon as I start lifting off the key, my movements instantly stopped, which gives me better control of my movement, better and faster time to shoot because I'm stable now, I'm not moving anymore, and my bullets won't go everywhere. So that's another feature that the Wooting 60HE is amazing at, from my experience. So yeah, it's been a really amazing keyboard for my gaming experience. But let's go ahead and go to my other stuff like editing, productivity, typing. Now for editing, I use the arrow keys a lot, but since the Wooting 60HE is a 60% keyboard, it doesn't really have arrow keys. But with they call it mod tap. Yeah, that's it. It's been really amazing. Now you can set them as arrow keys, but what if you're gonna be using the FN, the shift key, the control, all of these different keys, you don't want to lose that function as well. So with the mod tap function, you can use the shift key as an arrow key without losing the shift key. When I hold this, I can still shift and click, and it will capitalize the letters and stuff. But when I tap it really, really fast, it will register as an up arrow. And same here, it will register as a left, down, and right. Yeah, I'll screenshot my utility over here to what I set it to. Being able to do that with a 60% keyboard is game-changing. Now when it comes to typing though, and misclicking the keys can be very annoying, but thankfully in their utility software you can also make profiles, and I would recommend you make a different profile for your gaming and for your typing productivity as well, because having that 0.1 actuation point can be very disadvantageous and could lead to a lot of misclicks. But you can probably set it to something higher so you can avoid that misclicks, and make a different profile for that so you don't have to change it every single time. You can just click once and you're in a different profile. Really amazing software, really amazing keyboard, so much amazing features. I'm impressed. Now when it comes to problems though, I haven't really experienced any. I guess the one I mentioned with the actuation easily misclicking, well, you can easily change that in the settings and solve that, so it's not really a problem. The utility is also amazing. The software that you can easily access on their website, I have it actually bookmarked on my GX browser. But yeah, I can easily access the settings, the utility, no problems. And with the RGB as well, it's really amazing. I really like how it lights up. It looks amazing. With its RGB on, there's a lot of different modes you can select, and you can even customize it to your own liking. But the question is, would I still recommend it though in this time where there's a lot of different keyboards joining the trend? with the magnetic switches, the rapid trigger function. Everyone's copying Wooting. Cheaper options, more. Actually, I was thinking of buying a Drunk Deer. If you don't know that, it's like they also do keyboards that have similar to Wooting, like magnetic stuff. And I was actually thinking of buying that, but I was like, I'm gonna wait a little bit more for the Wooting, because the Wooting availability is not that, it's not really easily available. It's not that easy to get your hands on a Wooting, and the shipping can take months of waiting, and the price is also not the cheapest out there. There's definitely a lot of different magnetic keyboards that also have or implemented the rapid trigger function. To be honest, I've watched a lot of different videos about them. To be specific, Optimum Tech, he tests a lot of these keyboards, and there's just not really a keyboard that can compete with the Wooting at the moment. Even the other keyboard companies that try to implement the rapid trigger, it's just not as good and bug-free and consistent as the Wooting 60HE. The Wooting 60HE is still, for me, unbeatable, and from the reviews I've seen. So if you're planning to buy different magnetic keyboards, hoping to get a same quality Wooting or something as good as the rapid trigger of the Wooting, well, you won't be able to find one, at the moment at least. So yeah, the Wooting 60HE is still the best from what I've seen and what my experience is. It's really an amazing keyboard. I would recommend you to wait the extra month or days or weeks for the Wooting if you're planning to get one. I think it is still worth it, even though after a lot of these different keyboard companies hopped on the trend and tried to implement the rapid trigger, they're just still not as good as the Wooting 60HE over here. If you also want to see some gameplay of the Wooting 60HE, I post a lot of Valorant montages on this channel. You can go and check them out. I actually also made a playlist with the Valorant clips that I got using the Wooting 60HE, so you can go and check that out. I'll put it over here. So yeah, that'll be it for this video though. Thank you so much for watching. I would see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to stay grateful. Remember that Jesus loves you. Bye-bye.